And we are following breaking news out of Uvalde. Attorneys for Uvalde CISD have just released yet another batch of records.
These are documents that News 4 and other outlets identified as missing after previous releases back in August and September. They are now in our hands. The News 4i team's Jordan Elder combing through these documents. You're joining us live. We're learning some interesting things about the district's former police chief.
Yes, so this is our first look at the settlement that he was requesting when the district was looking to let him go. So he was asking for this days after the district started his termination process. His legal team was asking for more than $1 million. They say Arredondo was not the incident commander and that the only person responsible for the shooting was the shooter. So let's start here. This is June 19th, 2022. Former Superintendent Hal Harrell sends Arredondo a letter saying he's planning to recommend termination. He writes that Arredondo acted in some appropriate ways as a law enforcement officer, but that he didn't establish an incident command. That was in violation of the emergency protocol, which Arredondo helped create. Harrell writes, quote, "It's unknown what may have been different had you followed your training." 2 days later, Arredondo responds with just 3 words: "I don't agree." On July 25th, the former chief's lawyers send a letter to the district. They say that only the shooter is responsible for what happened. They also say Uvalde City Police should have been in command. And they point out that about a year before this, Arredondo requested more fencing, more personnel, more radios, and key card access instead of physical keys. That $1 million request comes from legal costs, the rest of his salary for his contract, insurance, and a $25,000 relocation allowance. Now, we also got to see a few videos as a part of this release. Take a look.
Communication, I don't know.
But these videos, I will tell you, are not new to us. One of them is from the Austin American-Statesman from Uvalde CISD's own cameras. We were told that DPS took those servers so the district doesn't have access to that video. The other video appears to be a third-party video from a Uvalde police officer's body camera. I also looked through Arredondo's records with the state's police oversight agency. It shows that he had been to active shooter training, which we've known. It did not show any disciplinary history. For the News 4i team, I'm Jordan Elder.
Our team coverage on this recent drop continues now with our sister station's Yami Verheen. She's been combing through the documents.
Yeah, she joins us live now. And Yami, what do these latest batches of documents contain?
There is so much information there that we're still going through. Tonight, we're learning from those documents just released by Uvalde, information that we requested over 3 years ago. In there, we find the files, records from the district's Raptor alert system used to send emergency lockdown notices. According to the documents, the first one, listen to me clearly, the first alert went out at 4:32 p.m., hours after the shooting ended, and it went out to then school police chief Pete Arredondo, with dozens of others receiving it as well. I also saw one of the school teachers, Mr. Reyes, who had been shot, receive that hours later. We asked school board member Jesse Rizzo, whose niece Jackie Cáceres was killed inside of one of those classrooms, how he felt when he saw that timeline.
We have fallen short several times, and we take ownership on that. But at the end of the road, we are trying our best to do what's right, and that is to provide healing, not just for the families, but the community in general. You start seeing things that are not happening at a certain time frame at 11:30 in the morning, start seeing with the time stamp later on. You know, you need an explanation for that.
Now the documents also show paperwork tied to then Principal Amanda Gutierrez as our team continues combing through more than 2,000 pages and videos turned over by the district. We will, of course, have more at 10 o'clock. We're also looking at an audit that was done of the building after the shooting. I'm Yami Verheen, News 4, San Antonio.
This is a developing story. We will continue to follow it. We'll update you on air and online when we learn new details.